Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I didn't do an upload yesterday. My sinus was on me. Even right now I might sound a bit stuffy, but let's get into the video, guys. Show you what's going on. So up here, guys, let's start off with some really good news. So these guys are back and chicks. 2 chicks hatched out successfully. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, and they're looking really good. So the last time that they had chicks, the second egg took a bit of while to hatch. So the first chick was drastically bigger. So I had to switch the nest for the second chick. But so far, these two hatched out relatively close, and they are in good size for both of them. So they can actually stay in the same nest. Right? However, the question is, can I trust these birds with these chicks? Tell me what you think in the comment, guys. As you can see, the chicks are being fed. Look at that. Both of them are being fed. And I think, guys, maybe this one is going to come with a bit of white. Based on how these baby here look, I think it's going to come with some white on it, which would be really nice. So I'm really wondering if I should trust these pouters with these chicks, which I don't think I'm going to, because from evidence that are here, I have 2 nice pouter chicks coming up now, and the only reason I have those chicks is because I switched the nest. I gave the Fantails the chicks to raise. So I'm actually thinking about that. They are good parents though, you know. This pair right here, they are very good parents. They have been feeding the chicks, but with the pouters, guys, it's always a gamble. You will see the chicks and they are very okay and everything. Everything seems fine, and one day you just come, one of the chicks is dead. That's how the pouters operate. So I don't want to take that chance with them. I really don't. So I think I'm going to be moving those chicks very soon. Okay? But I'm glad to see that both chicks hatched out, because opposite to that, down here, we had the super pair right here. And oh, I didn't open that section right there. Give me a second, guys. So they had 2 fertile eggs, 2 solid looking eggs, and guys, none of those eggs did not end up reaching the hatching stage. They didn't even start hatching, which in those eggs should have been hatching around the same time as these chicks. But both eggs end up spoiled. Right? Oh, that's not an egg in there. That's one of the fake eggs that I put in. So I was to take out back that. Because first, one of the eggs spoiled, so I replaced it with a fake egg so that they will still have 2 eggs in the nest. But the other one still end up spoiled too. This is one of the powder chicks that I was talking about just now. Yes, guys. So, if you notice now, I've taken out the N. Right, so this is the male right here. I'm just leaving him with the chick for maybe for the rest of this week. Then I'm going to take them out and I'm going to put him with the one that I'm planning to pair him with. So I just want him to continue to feed the chick a bit more. The chick is picking up, but he's still feeding the chick too. So I'm still leaving them in this section for the rest of this week. Right? Now, as you can see up here now, this is the N that he was paired with. And we really wanted to pull up this pair because even though we refer to them as the super pair, and the reason why we did that, and the reason why I did that, is because they both have a lot of feather foot and like have everything that we're looking for in a Indian fantail, right? But the chicks so far, the chicks have not been all that impressive. Sometimes, guys, you can put two really good quality birds together and the chicks just aren't coming that impressive. What might happen is that chicks from their chick might come with what you are actually looking for from them. So that's the thing with birds, guys. Alright, so touching on this bird, I really like how much they look similar together. Look at that, guys. Look at their head and look at their color. And these birds are from two completely different walks of life. I don't really know much about the hen background. She was bought, but this one here actually hatched here and grew up here. And this one is actually coming from the yellow male that is over here. This one is a son of this one, right? So I'm really looking forward for some surprise from these guys. Or even just give me some different colors, give me some good qualities. Because this one here, he has some really good feather foot too. And it's a young male. Look at that, guys. Look at that. And the hen is just as crazy with feather foot. So I'm gonna see what these guys will produce. Alright, so this is one of the repairing, right? Because I think the title for this video is definitely, it's gonna have something with repairing, because that's what we are doing right now. Alright, so we are practically in the middle of the year, somewhere there about. So I see in which way I'm just gonna repair them now and leave them together for like the rest of the year. So these pairings that you're seeing now, I intend to keep them together for the rest of the year before making any other changes again. So this also is one of the repairing pair too. Look at that, guys. I have a weird thing about me. I like when the birds complement each other, either in color or quality or something about them just click. So this was a male around this male. This is a male right here. He was around that section and he was being paired. He was naturally pairing with the small yellow fantail, but this is the one that I really wanted to put him with because they do have a bit of a similar body shape, similar color, and I really would like to see what they will produce, right? So that's why I really put them together, and I think they're going to produce some really good quality. Now, where the frills are concerned, I don't even remember if the last video, I think in the last video, I'm not 100% sure if it's the last video that I was telling the guys that these frills had 2 eggs that were hatching. I don't know, I really don't remember. But those eggs did not hatch out. They were picking, but none of them actually hatched out of the egg. Both of them died in the egg, which I tell you guys, I don't know if it's just for me, but this time of the year, that normally happens with me. Well, it happened last year. During this time of the year, I wasn't getting a lot of increases, and I had a lot of eggs. Just as they were supposed to hatch, they end up spoiling and stuff like that. So to combat that, this year, I think normally I keep a selective, like relatively low amount of bird that I'm normally working with in breeding. So even though I might not be working with the birds, like for this, okay, what I'm getting at is this. To combat the whole molting season, what is going to be, what I'm expecting to be happening, I'm actually pairing more birds to have more birds laying. So even if I end up lose a few chicks or a few eggs, I will still have more than I would normally have breeding. Okay? So that's what I was getting at. So look at this lovely pair of frill, guys. Literally yesterday, this is the hen right here, that Achis color looking one. She actually laid, but the egg was not fully developed and it just like plucked out in the nest. But it's the first time that she's laying, so I don't know, that's a possibility. I'm hoping that she'll lay a second egg, and that egg would be very good. So I think tomorrow would be the day that I will see if she will lay a second egg. But it's the first time she's laying, so I'm not really pressuring her. A very beautiful pair of frill. But maybe I'm salt when it comes to the frill. Because as I touch on the frill, guys, a bit of sad news. One of my mature frills actually died in this past week. So I don't know. Like, I'm just not lucky with the frills. So let me just touch on that a bit. And the one that had died is one that I really liked. Where is the male? Let me touch in here a bit. Oh, there he is on the stick. That color one there. So if you remember, I had a matching end to him that looked very, very much like him, right? And particularly with the frills, guys, I love when they're paired with similar color. So like for that one, I really like the idea for the hen, and the hen had a lot of feather foot too, which you guys know I really like birds with feather foot. So that hen had dropped out in this past week. Really, I didn't see where it was sick. I noticed it because I was moving them around, because I was in the process of repairing and stuff and seeing what best works for each bird. So because I put out the pouters over here, they and the frills were fighting a lot because the frills were there first. So I took out the frills, put them in a section over here, because even my friend was saying that maybe I needed to have them in a section by themselves, right? But the thing with that particular pair, I noticed that the male, when he's in a section like this, it's like he just curl up. He's not really doing much, right? So still trying to work with them. I said, all right, I'm going to take out that red pair right there, put them over here, and I put that Atchis color pair in this section. So they had all of this area for themselves, right? I wasn't even letting out the yellow because it was being paired at the time. So they had all of this section by themselves. But I noticed that the hen, she was mostly like staying to herself. The male would be up in the box up there, and she'd be just somewhere, and most of the time just resting on the stick, not really doing much. So I said, all right, I'm going to try them back in the big section. Put back the red ones over here. And after doing that, I put them back over here, guys, and I noticed one of the nights, I was going to do some fishing. So I was going to feed the birds in the evening before going fishing, right? And when I came the night, when I was feeding them in the night, I saw the bird laying down under there, like laying down flat. I was so shocked. I rushed in, took it up and like checking it to see what's wrong. I put it up there and I saw it was moving. It was moving and stuff. Even my brother was here at the time and he was saying, no man, nothing to do, brother. I just run night and just shine the light on them and whatever. I said, no man, something look off. So anyway, in the morning, I checked it again and it was moving. Just as you see a bird moving like right now. But anywhere it stopped, it twats. So it lie down flat. Right? So I said, no man, something is wrong. But I was going on the road. So what I did was I took it out, put it over there in a section by itself. Right? Sorry about that, guys. As I said, my sinus is a bit on me. Which is really my fault. When we went fishing, the sun was very hot and I was drinking a lot of ice water. So that's what kind of triggered my sinus. But anyway, guys, as I was saying, I put her by herself. I gave her some fish oil, right? Gave her some nice feed and stuff, hoping that she'll make her recovery. But unfortunately, she did not. She did not, guys. And trust me, even the little pouter chick that was here, that one ended up dying too. Because really, that's really a bit honey. That chick because it has gotten so accustomed to me feeding it, it wasn't allowing the birds to feed it, right? So eventually I stopped feeding it, hoping that when it's hungry enough, it would have made the birds feed it, but it just didn't work out, guys. Yeah, it just didn't work out. So in the past week, I lost that pouter chick and I lost that frillback hen. So now this one here is without an hen. And funny enough, the other frillback hen that was here, the darker color hen, I try putting her with this one, she beats him. I try putting her with that one, she beats him till he was there trembling. I had to take him out back. So that frillback hen is just deciding she's not going with anyone that I'm trying to put her with. I had to just put her around the other section, and she just decided that she's pairing with one of the pouter males. So when you go around that section, you will see her, guys. But that's what happened with one of the birds this past week. So sorry if I went off a bit there, but I was just explaining to you guys what happened, right? Because for me, it's not really a norm for me to lose a mature bird. So when that happens, it's really a setback. Trust me, it really is a setback. Especially if it's one that you're really trying to work with. Right? Because I was really looking forward to see a pair from these guys. Alright, so let's get back into the video and giving you guys an update on the birds. So these young chicks that you're seeing on the ground right here, looking so nice, so plump, and looking so powerful. Look at them, guys. So they were the young chicks that was up in the nest there, looking dirty. And they are a result of this hen right here and this purplish color male. A bit old, but he's still firing. And they're back on the eggs. So these are their chicks. Look at this one right here. And I'm expecting them to have some more feather footage, just haven't grown out as yet. You can still hear them squeaking. And that's a good quality Indian Fantail right there. And I like that his tail is not missing any. Right? That's good. And he has some good stance right there too. Where's the other one? Both of them is of good quality. Just a bit dirty. However, look right here too, guys. This chick I'm worried about. I'm really worried about this one. It seems to be a bit blighted. And when I say blighted, I mean like this is the one that hatched with it. Right here. And funny enough, guys, this one hatched first. But this one has grown past the other one. Yep. Has grown past the other one drastically. And this one just looks... They're still feeding it and everything, but I know something is off about it. But... And they are coming from the pair that we refer to as super pair. So as you can see, guys, they don't have much feather foot. Either of them. But as I say, guys, these are have a very high chance that their chick would actually come with a lot of feather foot, even though they are not displaying it. And this one is a beautiful champagne. And look at it too, guys. Funny enough, so that red male over there that I was just showing you with the pouter, right over there, this is its chick. And you would never imagine that that red male would drop a nice looking champagne like this. But remember now, its mom is a champagne, right? So he dropped a chick that looks or represents his mom. So despite what color a bird is, its parents or its bloodline help to dictate what color the bird will drop. And it's always so fascinating and surprising, right? Because even around there right now, I have another black and white chick, right? That is coming from a red and white pair. But one of the parents, the father of that chick, his parent is the little black hen. So that's what really goes on. Look at this chick, guys. This is a big powder chick here. This guy is a monster. So the other powder chick that you see over there would have hatched with this one, but it hatched a bit late, so I had to put them in 2 different nests. But this is a beautiful powder chick right here, guys. And that's the reason why I'm saying I don't want to take that chance with the chicks. I don't want to lose those chicks. Especially in a time like this where it is very rare for me to actually get 2 chicks hatch out. As you can see, guys, I'm losing eggs that are fertile, close to hatching, literally hatching and all of that. So I'm not going to take the chance with those chicks. I'm definitely going to be moving them. There's another chick right here. So you can look at the stands of them, you can see the tail, it's firm and stuff like that. Those are the things you look for. And that's what I'm trying to achieve with the birds. So I know these birds are going to be of some good quality. Okay, so let's see what else is going on in the loaf right now. Show you guys up here. Yeah, these guys are on 2 chicks. Yep. And one of these chicks, guys, this one right here, is actually from Daddy Reds. The red male over there that on the other end that kept, each time that they drop, they would normally drop a yellow. Each time that they drop chicks, I've gotten a yellow. But this time, I don't think this is a yellow. I think this might be a red and a white, something like that. So, is this young pair that I gave to hatch the egg. Come on, give me some minutes. Okay. I'm not 100% comfortable with this pair and how they have been feeding it, the chicks, but they have been doing their best, it seems. Maybe I just need to like tap them up a bit. And they are very protective of their chicks. This hen right here, I really like her too. She's big for an hen. And I like using those. So I actually have a plan for her. This is a male that she's paired with right now. But this is also one of the pair that I'm going to be splitting up. Right after they raise these chicks, I'm going to be splitting them up. But, so here we have some eggs down there too. She has recently laid back too, this red hen. So I'm actually, this red hen, her eggs aren't going to be fertile because the male she's with ain't doing his job. So this is a pair that I normally use for foster. So what I'm going to do is switch one of these eggs to her nest and actually put the top powder chicks in about this nest, I think. With this white one, which you guys know, these guys normally feed their chicks very well and stuff. So I think that's the nest I'm going to be putting the powder chicks in. Okay, so it's just to give you guys a rundown of what's going on. And look over here too, guys, because there's still some surprises. So as I was telling you in the last video, yep, look at that, guys, and look what's in the nest. These guys have laid already. She has laid her first egg. This one is the one that was paired with Daddy Reds, and now I've paired it with the yellow. So I know there's a very good chance that I'll be getting yellows from them. And if you notice with the pairing, oh, I actually skipped one of the pairing right there. I actually skipped one. So I'm getting back to this right now, guys. Just give me a second. So over here I wanted to show you what's going on right here. This is the one that I referred to as Daddy Reds, and he is the one that the yellows are originally coming from, and I've put him with this end right here, guys. So this end is a bit young. I know it might take them a little while for them to actually start laying, which I don't mind. I really don't mind right now. I just want them to like grow together. I never say grow together, but you know, the end is just coming into maturity. They aren't fighting, that's the greatest thing. And the end is just warming up to him. Look at that, guys. Yep. So I think pretty soon they'll be doing their thing. So how I've repaired the intention behind this repairing is to actually have more pairs that actually can give me yellows. So this is one pair that I'll be expecting yellows from, right? This male that is here, this red male, which is a son of that red male over there. This red male, I'm gonna put him with the one that we call Snow White. So Snow White is a white one that is coming from the yellow, that yellow down there, and the champagne end, right? So I'm going to put Snow White with this one. So this will also be a pair that will possibly drop a lot of yellows. So that's two pair right here, right? This pair can give me yellows 100%. This pair, when I put him with the white one, definitely going to give me some yellows too. Up here, I think these guys have a slim chance of giving me yellow, but it's still a possibility because, as I said, this one here is a son coming from the yellow. So it's a possibility. It might be a bit slimmer, but it's still a possibility. With these ones now, I'm more sure of because they have yellow in both sides, right? Same with this pair, and also this pair down here. No. So you see, I literally have 3 to 4 pairs that I can get yellows from. So that's what I'll be focusing on for the last part of this here. And I'm expecting other things from them too, because you know these guys are mixed with champagne, which in champagne is one of the projects too, right? And as you can see, the champagne sheet that I was showing you, this is his dad, right? So there's strong possibility of them showing both yellows and champagne, which is what I really want. I want them to be showing both of them, both yellow and both champagne, because one of the aims too is actually to produce a yellow champagne. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. A male champagne, I was supposed to say, right? But even right now, maybe I need to like try to actually produce another male yellow too. I only have one, and it's more common to get yellows in female than male. So okay, these guys, they have laid back. I think it's the second time since morning I've came here and I've just seen the hen standing on the nest box right there. I need to check those eggs. I don't know. As I said, guys, maybe I'm salt with the frizz. I don't know. And up here, guys, these pouters, they have actually laid back too. She has laid an egg right there. Alright. So we have so much to look forward to. So much to look forward to, guys. And as I said, down here, that hen right there, she has laid back. That's really good. So we have a lot to look forward to. Let's touch on around here before ending the video. So around here now, I'm tired, guys. Still more going on around here. So this end right here, one of the tail mark ends, she's now on 2 eggs. Okay, hoping that those eggs will be fertile. I placed her with another tail mark bird, but it's white. I think that's the one right here at the front. Yeah, I think they will definitely drop some tail mark. Look at that, guys. Look at that amount of feather foot. So over here, this is the chick that I was telling you guys about. Here, I have another little black and white coming up. And this black and white is actually coming from a red and white pair. So I think the male is somewhere in here. That's the male right there. This one is her dad. Right? And the end that I was showing you right here, the red and white end, that one down there, that's her mom. So those two were paired together, and this is actually their chick. A black and white. So the 2 red and white, I got a black and white. But as I tell you now, this one that you're seeing right here, this is his mom. That black and white end there, the little one right here. Right? So, as I said, guys, the lineage of the bird, or the bloodline of the bird, has a lot to do with the chicks that you're going to get from them. Right? Another surprising thing too, guys. Remember this one here? That was paired. Actually paired with the male that I put around there now. It's actually, well, it's behaving like a male right now. And it seems like he and the champagne one here are actually paired. I've seen them in the nest box together. Give me a second, guys. He's moving wild. But I've seen them in the nest box together, bro. And there's the field that I was telling you guys about. She beats all the other field males that I put her with. And she come over here and choose this spotter. I'm just gonna leave them together for now. Because as you know, she wasn't laying for a while, so I just want her to get back in that groove. So if that porter can do that, that's great. Just want her to get back into laying. Same thing with the champagne right now. I'm just going to be leaving her out here. She can pair with whoever she wants to pair with, and just when she start laying back, then now I put her with who I want to put her with. So for the time being, they're going to be out here just doing their own thing. Up here is a young chick. Yeah, young chick coming up, looking really nice too. And as you can see, guys, I now have cameras in both lows. So there's a camera here, there's a camera around there, and I still have another camera I'm gonna put outside there. It's actually there, but I just haven't had the time to put it up as yet. You gotta protect your stuff, guys. You have your investment. Don't hold back on the protection of them. Okay? This big guy here. Got you. I can't wait to see these guys laying too. But I know the hen is young. But I know very soon she might lay. So that's it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from it. And if you reach this far in the video, please leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed as yet and you like this type of content, please do so. There they go. I was telling you guys. And it's so weird, because this bird was literally paired with a different male, and I saw them mating too. And now it switched gender. So now it's a male and it's looking at N. And this one too that hatched with it, I'm not 100% sure yet, but it does look like it's a male. So it's like it was two male that hatched. And which in that sometimes happens where sometimes the same pair of bird they will hatch two hens, and then now the other set they will hatch two males. So that is not impossible, right? Sometimes you just have to wait for the birds to be a bit more mature to actually see what they really are. Okay, and this one here is the one that we refer to as Snow White. I put a yellow band on its feet because it definitely have yellow in it, even though it's white. So this is his mom, the champagne here, and the yellow that you saw around there, it's his dad. So even though this bird is white, I definitely know it can throw some yellows. So again guys, the bloodline of the birds are very important. Whenever you're buying a bird, if you can get a little history on it, like who its parent is, and if it have had chicks before, you know, little background information, it will really help you to know what you can expect from them. Okay, so as I said guys, that's it for this week, and I'll catch you guys hopefully next weekend. I'm out.